if I even look like I'm injuring this guy's girl trying to keep her off of my girl, he then is going to stick a knife in my side.
But that's where you plead to him. This is where Pimpin is dying. You go and plead in pimp style to this guy while his girls talk. I always disregard a woman in these situations. Look, this one girl, I was at a show and she was like, "You suck. You ain't funny." Why? And I'm looking at her man like, I'm like, "Sweetie, hold on a second, dude." Now, I explained to the crowd, this is
You're
the type
appealing
of shit,
to the gentleman?
I said, this is the type of shit that get good motherfuckers in fights. Now, if I cannot tell his girl, shut the fuck up. Now, I'm about 6'4", 300-something pounds. She can't beat me up. The thing that she's doing is because I'm letting her do it. You understand what I'm saying? Girls do what you let them do when they're la-ba-ba-ba-ba. So I go, dude, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you to shut your fucking mouth, right? And then your man's going to have to protect your honor by fucking with me. Now, we two good motherfuckers sitting here getting ready to fight because you are an out-of-control bitch. And I had to tell this guy, listen, you have to raise your bitch correctly.
You put it on the guy.
Always.
All of a sudden, now that guy's thinking, he was thinking, this motherfucker fucks with my bitch, I'm going to fuck him up. You turned it around to where if he fucks with you, it's now his fault for not keeping his
bitch in control.
Wow.
You don't have any of your girl got big mouth stories?
Well, we were in Philly once driving on, what's that, South Street or whatever it's called, and we're behind some really tough-looking motorcycle dudes, and they weren't going fast enough. And we're missing lights and stuff because they're going slow and starting up their bikes. They're out for a little joyride and just kind of taking in the scenery. And she reaches over from the passenger seat and decides to start beeping the horn to make them go faster.
Oh, no.
So I can relate to everything you just said.
What did you
reach over
say?
because I'm like, are you kidding
crazy?
me? They're not going to beat you up. First of all, now they think I'm beeping because I'm behind the wheel, you know? I'm like, you're putting me in a bad situation here.
And you're not a pussy.
I'm not.
For completely getting as tough as you should be with the bikers as with her.
Right.
Like, are you out of your goddamn mind for doing that?
Yeah, because at that point, just like you said, you know, the next thing is, well, what happens next? They get pissed off. They're going to go to the passenger window because they think you're doing it.
And you're not going to go, that was this bitch that beat me.
Right.
I would. I'm like, this bitch beat the horn.
No, they're going to get right up in my grill.
And you know what would happen if you do that? If more men stop thinking this chivalry shit and go, this bitch reached over and beat the horn, dude. You know what he would go? My bitch is goofy like that, too.
Yeah, it would just
walk away.
Let's go to Massachusetts. Chris, what's up?
I'm just kind of sick and tired of hearing Patrice use the entitlement excuse every time he talks about women.
Yeah. See, this is an empathizer, sympathizer. You're the reason why life is fucked up for men right now, goofball. When I say entitlement, it's a thing that makes you think that there's a magical force around you that can protect you from different situations that makes you behave irrational. Guys don't do that. Like, okay, right now you're talking to me over the phone, but if you was sitting next to me on the train or something like that, and you was with your wife would say something before you did. You know why? Because she has this protective thing around her. You wouldn't talk because we're both men, and it's possible somebody could get choked. And I'm not saying you can choke me, I'm just whatever, we can fuck each other up. That's why we don't come out of our mouth to each other. Now, the superior physical person in this situation, which is the man, why don't we come out of our mouth to each other? Why don't we curse each other? Why don't I look at you and go, what the fuck? Yo, dude, why don't you shut the fuck up? You know why? Because we are in charge of physicality. Women aren't. They go, why don't you? I'm going to beat the horn because he's not going fast enough in my world. This is what I mean by entitlement, dude. It's frustrating. You got to understand, you haven't raised as many women as I have. You're not a father.